and welcome to jmartwithdetail. I'm Johnny. Before I start off this video today, I just want to say a massive thank you to all my followers and everyone new to the channel. I've just hit over 1,000 subscribers, which is brilliant. Thank you very much. Now I want to try and use this to try and help out new artists on YouTube. So if you've just started up on YouTube, or you've been on there for a while and you're just a small channel and you are an artist, and I put my email in the description down below, please get on there. Pop a brief description of your channel, what you're all about, and some pictures of your work, so I can get you a shout out up over the next couple of weeks. So if you are interested, please get on there and I'll try and help you out as best I can. Now, a lot of people have helped me out to get to where my channel is now, so I want to try my best to try and help other people out. Now, as you can see, I've got my new desk set out, and I've got my red house burning up here, which I know a lot of you like. Now, this is the setup you're going to see from now on the channel. Now, today's video is a collab video which was asked to do ages ago. I just haven't had no time to do it. I've been really busy. Now, this was asked me to be done by Witcher. Now, this is a castle off the channel. So I'm going to do this stage by stage. I'll pop Witcher's channel in the description down below, and by there so you can see it. And you click on there and check the videos out. Amazing how they're done, but please get on there and have a look. So as I'm going to do this video today stage by stage, showing you exactly how I do it. So let me know in the description down below what you think, and I'll see how I get on. I started off with a piece of plain A4 standard paper. I got a wet tea bag and then just lightly dabbed it onto the paper in several different places, and obviously in certain places then adding a bit more tea to make it a little bit more darker, to try and give it a real old effect to the paper. I dried the first layer of the tea with a hairdryer just to try and give it that sort of old crinkled look of like a really old piece of paper. And as you can see, as I'm drying it, I'm just dabbing it out again to give it a bit more of an effect on the paper. I started tearing the paper from top to bottom just to try and give it, the piece of paper, an old weathered look. As the paper's been around for years, as it started degrading and falling apart, just to give it a bit more of an old and finished effect to the paper. I started dabbing the tea bag around the areas where I've torn, darker in certain places, again just to try and add to the effect of the paper's been around for many years and obviously started getting really old and falling apart. I dried this layer again then with the hairdryer, obviously trying to push the tea around in different places to give a bit more of an effect again, and then obviously dabbing it with the piece of paper just to again obviously give a bit more of a spattered look in certain places and trying to keep it looking really old. I then started drawing out the design of the castle, trying to give it a look of the castle was drawn from a distance far away, to try and add to the effect. And as you can see, there's a lot of detail in the castle, so this took me quite a while to try and get all the different bits laid out on the paper. It was quite awkward to try and draw on there because obviously with the paper being so crinkly, and obviously from the tea bags it's made the paper very hard, but it came out quite well. I then used a standard watercolour set, not a pan set, just a tube set, just to sort of give an outline of the castle. And obviously this took me quite a while, as you can see from when I done the drawing part, with the amount of detail in the castle. but I quite enjoy doing this piece because I quite enjoy doing obviously a lot of detail in things, and obviously trying to get all the different shapes and everything in the right place. But this was quite good. It came out quite well, and again it was quite hard because obviously with the different paper moving in different ways, it was quite hard to try and keep the line and keep it all looking right at the end. Now I forgot to say with this, I'm using a really fine point watercolour brush to do this part. Obviously I've worked down the bottom part where all the rockery is, and I'm now moving up to the middle part of the castle. And again, this was quite hard because obviously with the different crinkled part of the paper, but it all adds to the end effect. But obviously, I said I quite enjoy doing this piece. I'm going to move now on to adding a bit of obviously grey colour into it and shading. I'm also going to add a bit of snow into it to try and add to the end, obviously the effect of it, and trying to give it that look because somebody's painted it from quite a distance away. I then started adding a bit of shading into the piece, using a slightly bigger watercolour brush, trying to give it that more realistic look. But I tried keeping in with the whole entire idea of the piece, that sort of more weathered look, like it's been painted from quite a fair distance away. I quite enjoyed this because this is when the piece starts coming more to life. As I said, have a look at Witch's channel, really good. The videos on are amazing. It tells a really good story about the character, and obviously the amount of detail in the videos is crazy. Well worth looking at. As I get on the channel, have a look, and if you can, obviously give him a follow and give me some likes on the videos. It'd be amazing if you could, please. As you can see now, the piece is coming more and more to life as I'm adding bits of shading, more and more shading into it. I'm starting now to add a bit more snow into it with the white, trying to again give it that more realistic look. Now Witcher is going to use this obviously piece now in one of the videos, which I'm looking forward to. It'd be nice to see when it's done, so obviously keep an eye out for that if you click onto their channel, and it should be good when it's on there, and it'd be nice to see when it's done. I'm just adding in a bit more line work in with the fine watercolour brush, trying to add darker bits in certain areas to try and make it a bit more realistic and sort of add to the finished effect and give that sort of more 3D look to it. But I do enjoy doing this bit because it adds a bit more detail into it, which, you know, the bit that I quite like doing is trying to give it as much detail as possible. I'm nearly coming to the end now. I'm just adding the last bit of darker areas into it and the last bit of detail. Obviously let me know if you've enjoyed this, and obviously drop in the comments down below. If you have, obviously please give me a like, and obviously if this is your first time on the channel, obviously please subscribe, and obviously hit that bell if you can, just to obviously get involved in all my videos. And as I said at the start of the video, you know, I'm gonna start looking at trying to give more shout outs and newer YouTube artist channels, so please look in the description down below. I said I got my email in there. Send me some brief details of your channel and what it's all about, and obviously put on there some pictures of your work, so obviously I can try and get them into the shout out, and I'll try and get my best to get you up over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, as I said, just let me know what you think of this, and I shall see you all soon. Thank you. Ta-ra.